Yes, sir, it sure is. LawLiet against Life, the second Night of Mirror here for Life. LawLiet, of course, was watching this one. Is there something he can glean from the play that he just saw? Is there a little adjustment he can make to smartly play against Life's build and style that he showed there? I would say probably nothing too major. Life played pretty straightforward and just played solid, played clean, played just a good, reliable game, as has pretty much always been his style.
100%. I think it's not too much to tell. I feel like Life is a little bit of a little colorful, I would say, in that regard. Not mega creative. I don't see him do a bottom AP push whatsoever, as we might have a join bug here. So LawLiet knows what he's up against. Play like you play against colorful and things should be good.
Wait, you're in the game, right?
I'm still in the loading screen.
The game started.
Not for me, it didn't.
That's very weird. Okay. That's something new.
Yeah, this loading screen is not moving. Now everything is working and you guys are claiming these profile pictures. I love to see it. Only $65 remaining to the big 4K as you're using the coupons and Twitter Quest on the side as well. LawLiet versus Life running. And it's once again a start on Amazonia. Will it be as wild as the match of Life versus Dice, or will it be the rather normal bear? It's the best Night Elf in the world according to the ELO ranking, up against the up-and-comer and returner in his life.
And we've been seeing quite a bit of Amazonia here. I guess not too surprising on a day where a lot of Night Elves are playing. This has always been a great Night Elf map, and for everyone else it's been kind of not so good. Plus it's not the most exciting map of all times. Let's see how much excitement the players will bring us here. Hero choice wise for Life, it's the Demon Hunter first against the Demon Hunter as well for LawLiet. Alright, we're playing this one by the book. Standard. We're gonna let skill decide in a straight up normal Demon Hunter and most likely bear game.
Yeah, oh, there might be a little bit of a chance for a mid-game aggression with Naga and a bunch of archers, so we have to pay attention to the Ancient of War production. What's it gonna be? How many archers are it gonna be? But yeah, if you need a refill on drinks and snacks, which you probably should, then this is almost the perfect time. No lightning shield here for... there we go, for Life. A little bit later, LawLiet already a step ahead.
Like both players trying to get the Wisp detonate. Oh, actually no. Life doesn't detonate, keeps it safe. Ancient of War for LawLiet is taking a lot of damage. As that Wisp pulled in the second camp. Little green camp isn't that scary, but actually the Ancient of War is having a tough time. But LawLiet salvages it well. Gets the level 2 here. Items for him. Gloves and gauntlets, which are pretty mediocre. On the side, we got the circlet for Life. If this is now Slippers following up from the second drop, he's gonna be nicely ahead.
Oh yeah, I mean, gloves and gauntlets not bad for direct exchanges, but okay, circlet and mantle also not the perfect drops, so both can be a bit happy, a bit sad, you know, one laughing eye, one cheered up eye. As LawLiet is moving ahead, once again, he is faster at the troll camp, luring out the other two, and that is Slippers, and with that, he can be very happy.
Could also go for circlet here at the shop if he wants. Takes out one Wisp. I think that was the initial scouting Wisp we saw before. There's the circlet. Of course, the Demon Hunter is going to be the linchpin of this army on both sides. And look at the Archer. Crazy aggressive Archer move by LawLiet, putting some damage on the Moonwell, and that's certainly going to be a cancel.
Damn, I was prophesizing some, or talking about some Archer aggression, but I did not think it would happen this early. Nice little poke. That was enough to tip over that Moonwell. Once again, LawLiet one step ahead.
And the Moonwell here being delayed also means that he's missing some nighttime, time in which he's not regenerating the juice in the Moonwell. But right now, life is looking a bit stronger here, having 3 archers, having more health on his Demon Hunter. LawLiet still sticking around. He's aware of how strong his inventory is. The gloves and slippers and circlet especially very nice to have, and the gauntlets also providing a bit more HP as we're moving towards tier 2. No Hunter's Hall yet. Would be greatly surprising if we don't see lures coming.
Yeah, I'd agree. Are they both playing a late? Oh, Remo, you're lagging. Now you're reconnecting, but you're still counting down. Oh. Okay. Saved. Saved. Shout out Fluxu.
Saved, I guess. Yeah, we're right now on China East or Asia East, something like that. Our ping here is sometimes a bit rough.
But we have Hunter's Halls now. They're both a little late. I think this is planned, looking at the timings. So, rather an early tier 3 then, I guess.
Yeah, you also want to go for the second hero, of course. It's going to take some resources. Should be a Naga, especially on a map like Amazonia, where you kind of want to contest the middle. Is the Naga all ready for life? LawLiet waiting for a bit longer. Gets the big item here in the corner at the mercenary camp. Rune Bracers, very unfortunate. This is not going to be helpful for him. Oh, and a deny on the Enforcer. That's a lot of experience missed out on.
Yikes. And now we go into the middle. Life by far the first. LawLiet, this little hiccup doesn't stop him from level 3, so that's fine. But giving up map control for the item, I can kinda understand it, as Vamp Aura is a game-winning item, and Devotion Aura can be very, very good as well. But that is a camp stolen in front of his base.
Tier 3 now coming, and double lures. LawLiet has the option to go for Keeper if he wants, but on this map normally he can't creep so well. On a bigger, more late game map, Keeper might be more likely. It is the Naga, and LawLiet trying to again get the big item in the corner. As you said, those Scourge Bone Chimes can be insanely good in Bambara. But Life is coming in for the creep jack. He's got the read.
He saw the Watch Award, or he got the Watch Award, and he sees this creep. He knows what's up. Can't prevent the item. Boots of Kel'Thalas, good for damage, but he is so exposed with his back against the wall. Can't go for the town portal. Naga versus Demon Hunter action. Lightning Shield. Both go down! And that means no TP for Life anymore. First hero dies for the second time of Amazonia. Once against Dice and once against LawLiet. But can he make it worth it? Archer falling. Second Archer falling. The Demon Hunter is in trouble for LawLiet as well. Walks it off just barely.
Wow, pretty crazy by LawLiet. He could have just pulled the TP there early to be safe, but no, he wanted to make it as difficult for the opponent as he could. Got the kill, got lots of experience. But also lost his second hero, lost an archer. But he buys a staff, gets back to the main, and there's a good amount of moon juice here. And he's gonna be able to heal up.
Sean Wright is gifting a sub to a user called I Love Remo Total God.
I like that guy. Oh, and now you're the one.
I know, man, I know.
Thank you very much, Sean Wright. Much appreciated. Our game goes on. The bears are finally going to be coming out. Of course, rejuvenation for the Demon Hunter. Extremely valuable. Extremely important. And this Demon for LawLiet is looking hella strong. Plus 11 Agi. And not too far away from level 4.
Engine of War goes down. That creep spot has been abandoned. 37 seconds on the Demon Hunter until the return. LawLiet not willing to go for this though, as he's rather retreating, rather creeping is natural as well. And getting ready for the bears, where LawLiet was a tiny bit behind. But now we're establishing the two base, or the one base tier 3. But Life is having big issues with this creep spot.
Yeah, the Ancient of War going down here definitely hurts. Oh, mana burn against the bear. Wow. That means he's not gonna have another rejuvenation for a long time. Also putting more damage on the bear, so if he morphs, he's gonna be missing a lot of HP. But the good thing is, every new bear that comes in has 2 rejuves right out the press, which is pretty cool.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude, you're lagging like crazy.
Yep, I know. That's not too great. Sorry about that, LawLiet.
A player's forces are under attack.
What's the thing for life to Korea? Is it
Not
bad?
good. Oh boy. Today is a little bit cursed, but hopefully we get through it. More bears, of course. Micro will be incredibly important. Demon Hunter almost surrounded by wisps here, which he wanted to hunt down, while we have a little bit of an ambush. Reju all over the place. That was very expensive, saving all the archer for the fight where he needs a little bit of DPS. As you see, the back line of life consists of nothing but archers as well. No dryads for this battle.
Not a single one here for life, so rejuvenation can be used to great effect for LawLiet if he has the mana. Zapper across the map, getting found, at least gets the detonate off against the shop, so it was kind of worth it. Staff out, the demon is fine. That's TP gone.
A player's forces are
Okay,
under attack.
we're establishing that tier 3. No Demon Hunter on level 4. We got a heal scroll on life, which is very good. Big mana potion, not the greatest. Illusions on the Naga, very, very good for LawLiet. Just to have more fake meat, I guess, in the first big bear fight.
And now finally we see the first Orb of Venom picked up by LawLiet. Life has to wait a little bit longer as that shop was just destroyed a moment ago. LawLiet using the time to take out one of the biggest camp on the map. And he gets the Khadgar's Pipe. Hallelujah! Bonus mana regen on the heroes and the bears, most importantly.
And that saves... gives so much mana. If you have a lot of mana, you don't need too much mana to heal from the Moonwells. So it's basically passive HP regeneration as well, this Khadgar's Pipe.
Yeah, over time, this is going to be extremely valuable for the bears. But right now, we're sitting at 50 supply, more or less. This is normally we see upgrades being queued in. It's very important in Night of Mirror to make sure that you have enough lumber to have the resources necessary to go for upgrades. At the moment, it's 1-1 on LawLiet. And is that 1-0? On life side, you really want to make sure you don't fall behind. Also with creeping. Life now creeping his own red camp is going to get level 4 Demon Hunter there. Is he already an upkeep? No. Looks like he's got a big army here, though. These archers in the back, not to be underestimated. And he now has at least 1 Dryad for a little bit of this one.
Okay, that might be helpful. LawLiet again diving into Life's base where... Oh my god, look at this Demon Hunter. Right out of a somewhat crazy custom game. Hero Survival-esque. Moonwell cancelled again.
And since he's got the staff, he's always safe to go for these plays. Of course, nothing here is available to cancel the tele staff. No Ensnare or Keeper or anything like that. So LawLiet is getting a good amount of free damage in here, looking nice on his Naga. He's got 2 scrolls already. At 50 supply, you can go for some more items as well, of course. And upgrades. Upgrades. LawLiet has 2-3 already queued.
This looks good. We have an... Oh my god. Never happened before. It's interesting. Protection scroll, heal scroll now on LawLiet's side as well. Talisman, really not that great. So yeah, will we have the standoff? I don't think so. LawLiet goes for the offensive. It's Zeppelin time.
Players' forces are under attack.
That's of course staple as well in this matchup. the Doom drop with the bears. Very scary. It's not that many bears, though. It's only 4 in quotes. Not so hard to, or not so easy to snipe the Tree of Eternity. But when there's no Nature's Blessing, which there isn't, it might be doable. Nature's Blessing, very expensive in lumber, 200. Not so easy to afford when you also have to go for other upgrades. Oh, and LawLiet starting Mountain Giant upgrades in his lures, but that might just be tactically done to fake a move into upkeep.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. And here's the Zeppelin drop, goes for the Hunter's Haul. That would prevent so many upgrades. As you can see, life is going into upkeep immediately, and no way he can hold this. I've never really seen this before, but it makes so much sense.
See if he finishes them or cancels them. Yeah, cancels. There we go. Just to sell the lie to life that he's going into upkeep and life has to respond, and thereby life is losing a lot more resources than LawLiet is. And now is so far ahead in upgrades, it's almost outrageous.
Careful with that Demon Hunter. He's still slowed. With Fork Lightning, might be a kill possible.
A town is under siege.
Or he's triggering the invul, but here is another drop, going for the Entangled Gold Mine. No repair at the moment, which of course then can be taken out by Fork Lightning. Whoopsie, little bit of an issue. Didn't right-click immediately. That bear was hurt, getting put into the Zeppelin, repositioned. Wonderfully getting rid of the income of life.
LawLiet is playing this excellently. Years of experience and masterclass Knight of Mirror with very tricky play coming into effect. Going for the counterattack across the map now. This is where things get hairy because life does have a big army here. LawLiet needs to hold on right now. He's got a huge lead. Life is possibly all in right now with this.
I do think so. Wonder if I should just go for the clean feed for the last fight, because still lagging.
Alright, off we go. Here comes the big bear fight. It seems like it's looking better for life at the moment. LawLiet's front line starting to drop low. The Naga can't do anything anymore for LawLiet. She's been mana burned. The Demon Hunter is back in the mix. LawLiet finds himself in a bit of trouble here.
Oh man, he was banking 1200 gold, maybe a little bit too much. Invul Potion on the Demon Hunter might be used very, very, very soon. There we go, no Reju on top. And he is apparently winning this with the help of Moonwells and Reposition and Zeppelin. But if there's a zap on the Demon Hunter, this might all turn around. Supply plummets for life, who's losing more and more bears, gets one return kill, but for how much longer is the question. Plus, of course, LawLiet is the one mining, taking care of that Demon Hunter. Whoa, stop last second. Wonderfully done. Now the Naga in trouble. Reju isn't enough. The level 5 Demon Hunter, what can he do now? 20 supply lead for LawLiet though.
It's gonna get the GG. Wasn't a bad fight for life, but of course he was far behind with the upgrades, and also having lost the Entangled Goldmine, he couldn't reproduce. He couldn't restock with new bears. That's what wins LawLiet that game in the end. But yeah, that was a pretty close one. Just smarter, trickier play and more experience, I think they're being displayed by LawLiet.
Yeah, all the expertise of, I don't know, multiple years of playing Knight of Mirror when life was inactive pays off here. Very good fakes. Everything just very, very well done. And it all started with that little archer push towards the Moonwell. That was what got him ahead. Also, creeping cleaner at the very beginning of the game. Everything just a tiny bit better.
Absolutely. So the lead goes to LawLiet, who is still the favorite. Life has been putting in a lot of work, trying to get back to the world-class elite level. And looked very impressive earlier on against Dice. The Potom there didn't work out, but LawLiet is a player who can play Potom, but can also be very satisfied just going into a good old Bear Mirror match.
Okay, then. We apparently have a new server, so this should all be fine. As my pings are looking good though. Anyway, 1-0 for LawLiet. He can make up for the little blunder last season where he was eliminated in the round of 12. He wants to go back into the round of 8 to face the Happies, the Focuses, the Sowins, the Colorfuls, the Chemicals, and the Hawks of this world.
Yeah, he still got a bit of vengeance to wreak against Happy, where of course in the DreamHack Grand Final they met and LawLiet didn't stand much of a chance. What is the best finish that LawLiet had so far in the W3Champions finals, by the way? I don't think he made a finals before, did he?
LawLiet?
Or did he?
I don't think so. Happy was up against Focus and of course Sowin. The final in between when Happy didn't want to play was Moon versus Foggy.
Yeah.
So I think you got a point there. Gotta go. Round of 12. Match points, LawLiet here on Concealed Hill. And here, I'm very curious if we will see a Potom on LawLiet's side.
Yeah, the Potom kind of comes and goes in waves in Night of Mirror. Sometimes she's very popular, sometimes less so, especially with some players like Colorful and Life don't like the Potom at all. They want to play Demon Hunter. But there used to be a time when on this map you had to play Potom. Potom hunts and glaives. Everything else would just lose. So I wonder if LawLiet is going back to the Potom here now.
He has fierce battles against Moon. He said, I can't break Moon with Potom, but I think against every other he claimed victories. But no. Demon Hunter. We stick with the formula.
Alright, should be more of the same then. Demon Hunter, Bears, a little bit of Dryads, and most likely a Naga. Could be a Keeper still, although, again, if you want to play Keeper, you want to go into a long creeping game. This map has more creeps than Amazonia, but not as many as some other maps.
Like
could be once again pretty aggressive mid-game, and also, I guess with the Naga, the big advantage is also you can try to go for the red camp. That might be a big incentive also.
Thank you, My Shoes Are Canoes, for the Prime sub. Lovely nickname, my mate. Yeah, it feels like, to double down on your argument, nobody really wants to play Keeper, but a lot of people feel forced into Keeper if like the mid-game positioning is off or your opponent is occupying the tavern and you don't have another chance to go for a second hero than from your altar. That's Keeper time, but everybody wants a Naga, wants to go tempo mid-game.
Yeah, I'd say if the map is like full of creeps, like Turtle Rock or Last Refuge, I think you can even go for a Keeper proactively. But yeah, the Naga just feels a lot more safe to play in terms of mid-game tempo. You don't want to give up the middle normally to your opponent, especially depending on the map. Like AZ with the Kobolds, like here with the Red Camp, I guess. And now, both Demon Hunters on level 2. Not the best inventory for both here. Cloak and Ring, definitely not the ideal finds.
Maybe you can do some shenanigans with these cloaks. And he's saving Moon Juice with the ring. So always look on the bright side of life. No pun intended. Are you cringing away, Remo? Speechless of how bad that joke was?
No, it's fine, you know. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. We've all been there. Creeping continues. Tier 2, of course, has been started. Hunter's Hall and Lord Tech soon to be added in. The Circlet purchase nowadays seems to be mandatory for these Demon Hunters. Like I mentioned earlier, just everything hinges so heavily on this Demon Hunter. You want to have him as strong as humanly possible. And yeah, for example, those Quel'Thala's boots on map 1 were tremendous for LawLiet. But it was still a close game, and LawLiet noticed that this Life Kid is not to be underestimated.
Oh, he's a good gamer for sure. Replenishment potion used immediately on both sides. They're just finding the very, very same items, buying the same items as even as it gets. A little bit of an earlier 4th Moonwolf for LawLiet to be ready at the end of nighttime then. So maybe a couple of more mana points. 2 new subs, or 2 new subs, Andrew Hilo, thank you for the 3-month resub. More work, all right. 33-month already. Never stop. No intention to do so, mate. And Burrow Rush with the 500 bits. All aboard. Moisan, 18-month. What's up? Hype train running. Choo choo.
Hop aboard the hype train, boys. Thank you very much for the support here. And another one, Serrano with a 5-month resub. Thank you indeed. Tier 2 about to finish. LawLiet already has the hunters all up. This time, the timing works out perfectly. On map 1. Oh my god, what's going on here?
Burrow Rush, 15-month of a resub. No better time to start a sub-train than in the mid-game of a Night Elf mirror.
Yeah, it's been a rather passive affair here so far. No big fights, no big kills yet. Oh, look at LawLiet. Trapping in the Ogre Lord even before the Naga joins. Now she's here. Oh, and I think Life just realized. Wait a minute. What about the Ogre Lord? Oh, he's a bit too late. Maybe. Or it might just be perfect. Or it might just be perfect. Who's gonna get the last hit? LawLiet just a split second before his opponent arrives. Gets the claws plus 12. Very good item there as well. But his Demon Hunter, pretty low HP. Needs to be careful. Even gets in the burn before falling back. Cheeky bugger. It's gonna cost him a good amount of juice to heal up here. But those claws are gonna be worth quite a lot.
Oh yeah, plus 12. He has had now 2 Demon Hunters with very, very good auto attacks. And that might make a difference in creep speed, in fights, you know. Everything is so even in these Bear Night Elf mirrors that every tiny buff counts. And that's what we see here as well. Another circlet for him now, plus 16 damage. S tier 3 is on the way.
And he sold the ring, interestingly. That one can also be very valuable, especially in the late game, but sells it off and opens up another inventory space for him there. Mirrored creeping continues once again, both stealing the natural away from the opponent. What's the best item here?
Ring of Regen, of course, Remo.
You know, I love that item, but I feel like when you have Mass Rejuve, it might be a little bit redundant.
What's better than more regeneration? Well, definitely not the
evasion.
Talisman of Evasion.
Definitely is not.
Oh, for both, Remo, again!
Both guys. Alright, we keep it fair.
But we got different consumables. That's a shame.
A player's forces are under attack.
Crunchy K, thank you for the 100 bits. Crewman, thank you for the 6-month resub.
There's a serious hype train going on here, guys.
Yes, level 500 or something. Let's go, let's max it out.
And snares from the trappers, always a little bit dangerous here to run into the red camp. They even both have the Agent of War here. This game is so mirrored, it's pretty crazy. The only big advantage that we saw was LawLiet getting the red camp item. Still has that on the Demon. Demon Hunter for life is now returning from the main. I was expecting him to pick up the Orb of Venom, but his tier 3 isn't quite finished yet. It's a bit long.
But what is here is another sub, 45 month by Rick Prime, using the Prime.
Well, LawLiet now getting caught with his pants down. The Demon Hunter isn't quite with the army yet. Now picked up the orb, but he lost the first Dryad. And that's a lot of control vanishing from his army. More experience for life, and now he's got a level 4 Demon Hunter. That demon is super tanky.
LawLiet, he must be faster with the bears, right? Something went wrong for LawLiet in this game. Right here, more Dryads, more control. Reju would be lovely. Has to pop the Invo Potion. On the other side, we have the Heal Potion, of course. Passing the staff, and then the Demon Hunter will be out after... Oh no, doesn't even have to. Sticks with the fight. Yikes, this is hurtful.
Very bad exchange for LawLiet. He gets 1 kill now, but still doesn't have the level 4. He lost so much right there. Lots of archers, and also the 1 Dryad. Perhaps a bit too eager to stay active there in the middle. That level 4 Demon Hunter really coming in, swinging. I guess LawLiet felt he had the orb already, and with that would have some sort of an upper hand, but the orb alone was not enough.
Ouchie. That hurt. Level lead on the Demon Hunter. Not level lead, but experience lead on the Naga. Has 2 Dryads in a final fight. This might make a difference if you have fewer bears, but life feels really good now.
Trying now with his lead to get a big item from the opponent's side of the map here at the Drake.
Doesn't necessarily...
Still looking tiny. Still missing that level 4. He's very close though. Life very quick with the Dryad movement always. Making sure he minimizes the damage. But there we go. The Dryad does fall. That's level 4 finally for the Demon Hunter. Who doesn't have an invul anymore, by the way. The Naga's got a staff. Oh, the archers here mispositioned for Life. Loses 2 of them quick.
And just like that, LawLiet is back in the race. Staff used to save that bear. And yeah, archers, a little bit of damage in the next fight are gone. More experience. Demon Hunter closing in 4-1, 4-1. As we get more and more subs. Oh boy. 10 shot, thank you for the gifted sub. Kazol, thank you for the 6-month resub. Nawizi Bachi, thank you for the 18-month resub. Hype train is still running. Choo-choo.
4 bears against 4 bears. In terms of backline, LawLiet has a little bit more with the 2 Dryads against 1. Staff out on the demon, healing up a little bit from these Moonwells. The mana on the Demon Hunter actually also relevant for how many burns you can use against the Naga, against the enemy bears. Life picks up the items, heal scroll, and invul potion. LawLiet got that heal scroll as well and engages into the next fight.
Okay. Tiny supply lead. But maybe... Oh my god, the concave for LawLiet is amazing on that bear in the south. Life, I guess he has to reposition. How about the staffs? They should all be ready. We also have a heal scroll. Reju running. Not too much to spell. No. Oh my god, he's committing so hard to this Demon Hunter. Not too sure if that's the right target. Really willing to go through these bears. And LawLiet definitely has a lead. Staff used on the Dryad. Heal scroll committed already. Who's gonna win this, Remo?
Both players losing quite a bit. It's a pretty even exchange as it seems. Naga for LawLiet in big trouble. Demon Hunter also dropping low. One of the bears about to drop. Staffs are on cooldown for 4 more seconds. Life now falling back, but his Demon Hunter is very, very healthy. And trying to pick off another unit right there. Look at the speed at which he pulls back the Dryads. That's something I've really been impressed with. Good kiting from Life this whole day. Demon dropping very low. Last second with the staff. The Naga has to be careful now as well. Bears coming in once again from the main base, but LawLiet is about to lose quite a bit more.
Ouchie. 1 bear falls. Once again, hesitant to go for that town portal. As he did on Amazonia on the bottom right-hand side. Sees this game a little different. Is not afraid of a fight. And now it's nighttime. He stays at this position to take a bath. Free healing at the fountain.
He's gonna try to creep it as well with the Orb of Venom. Should have ample damage to take out the Red Drake. That's another chance at the Scourge Bone Chimes. A stupidly effective item in this matchup. It's not to be. It's a different aura. The Lionhorn, which is also good, but not as crazy. Question is, what's Life gonna get on the other side?
A free defense upgrade. Very nice. Supply is once again the hands of LawLiet, who should be up in total value now. Everything very, very healthy for Life, of course. Ruined Bracers. By far inferior to what LawLiet found. So, we have Invul Potion Heal Scroll on the Korean side. No consumable except the Town Portal on Life side. So we're closing in on level 5 Demon Hunters.
A player's forces are under attack.
LawLiet moves north next to the lab. Could go for Zeppelin here if he wants, but wisely, there's a Scout Wisp here for Life. Aware that this is a possibility. And it's not just a possibility, it's a fact. LawLiet loads up into the Zep. And we saw earlier how quickly that Haunted Goldmine can be sniped.
Okay, getting a little bit of vision here. Is he in position? Is he ready? Got the fingers on the repair trigger. Oh, what a nice position. Again, the drop. Not the full damage, as some of these bears were still in adept form. That's why one of them takes heaps of damage. Dryads are trying to get in range of the Zeppelin to cancel that. But there's nothing cancelled except that Haunted Goldmine. Can he attack this once more to delay it for a couple more seconds? I don't think so. Zeppelin stays intact. All the bears healthy. Major W for LawLiet.
Yeah, wonderful move. 1 minute of mining stop from the entire gold mine equals 600 gold, plus a few wisps taken out. I guess the wisps don't necessarily have to be remade anymore in this late game, But if they're not, then you're again going to be struggling possibly with lumber, and that means upgrades, and that means bad news bears for the late. LawLiet has 1, 2 upgrades now, and is again going heavily into armor upgrades. We've seen that before from him, right? He's about to have the 3rd armor upgrade here.
Oh, wow, that's a lot. The way people are pointing out that the tooltip doesn't reflect the actual bonus armor, that's why the tooltips can't display the 0.5. Just not possible. Getting cut. So, it's not fixable, I guess, this bug.
Yeah, that's super weird. Like, they have some weird thing with integers in the tooltip. Seems like you should just be able to edit anything in there that you want, but no, it doesn't actually work. Strange.
Oh, LawLiet walking into a bunch of paws here. Well, we are moving into more and more subs. Thank you, Zarotti032, for the 13-month resub.
Thank you.
Dude, this armor advantage is so crazy. 3 armor versus... Oh, I was about to check. There we go. Already 8.5 plus the 3rd upgrade finishing soon. That's almost unwinnable, I would say.
It's hard to imagine how Life is gonna move himself back into a favorable position. He went for an Ancient of Wind, by the way. He wanted to be ready to go into Hippogriff if needed against the Zeppelin, but the damage was already done.
A player's forces are under attack.
And LawLiet also only an inch away from Demon Hunter level 5. This Demon Hunter is indeed looking very strong. Missing an Impel Potion, though. That's like the one thing he doesn't have. But now he has a fight right inside his main base, or in front of his main base. That means Woundwell advantage also for LawLiet.
And production advantage. LawLiet this time, after owning the gold mine, the more patient player. Life feels like he has to do something, but if you push into a Night Elf's main base, you're gonna have a tough time, and Life figures this out as well. Both with even resources, scroll of protection even. That's 12.5 armor, but what is an army without the first hero? Not much.
And now the bears are clobbering up against each other. LawLiet fighting against the ramp right now, shooting a bit uphill. We see some of the Dryads are missing. The Zeppelin is back in the mix, trying to save as much as he can, but the Zeppelin's about to drop. May have to TP out here in the end. The Demon Hunter for LawLiet returns. The Naga! Saved last second by the bell, or in this case, by the staff. This Demon Hunter still didn't get level 5, by the way. I think this was a great fight for Life right here. But especially with the upgrades, he's still far behind.
Wow. Incredible performance by Life against the protection scroll, against the devotion aura, against the 3 defense upgrades. Maybe LawLiet is lacking a bit of damage, or the positioning was a tad off. Now, we kited all the way back through Life's base, and this is where LawLiet does not want to fight, so he's improving on his bear damage, repairs the Zeppelin, and then here we go again.
900 gold for the Korean. He has banked quite effectively. There's also a good amount of gold still on Life, but he's going into upkeep right now. And is making that Hippogriff. Wants to be able to easily deal with that Zeppelin. LawLiet known for using that one masterfully.
This time he has a hippo against him, though. I wonder, Remo, with all this redo and roar, might it be worth it to go for a fairy dragon here in Night of Mir?
Seems to me like you're not, you're saying that in jest, but I don't know, could perhaps be good. It's hard to kill that fairy dragon, maybe.
Yeah.
It is magic immune, but the Orb of Venom still works on it.
Does it get triggered by Frost Arrow? No, right? Only if you use it manually, not when it's auto attack?
Oh, I don't know that. I would have
Really? I thought that's a question that you 100% know. Toxie in chat knows it.
I know it. I don't know. I thought it triggered at autocast, like it triggers on statues and stuff, right?
Statues just need this nerve. Against fairies. Off we go. Drop into the base once again, and once again Life is not ready. That's one more 600 gold and more wisps down at level 5. But now we have ourselves a base raised.
I think he's gonna get it. He's committing the damage to the Tree of Eternity. He didn't quite have Nature's Blessing quickly enough. TP out by Life. Oh, he didn't fully commit. He didn't fully commit to the kill. I guess there was too much repair. One bear goes down. The Tree of Eternity survives, and that is once again LawLiet far ahead.
Yeah, there was also a lot of surface area for these wisps who were not sniped. Was there no fork lightning? I don't know. This felt like could have been executed a tad better. And LawLiet able to hold the base, getting further and further ahead in gold. We checked the gold mines, around 1,000 for the Korean, and here almost 2,000 left for Life, who's scouting for more and more Zeppelin drops.
LawLiet seemingly very confident, and now he's kind of splitting his forces. The Dryads are off to the side, but the Bears are holding the front line. The Demon Hunter's in the mix, and Life is engaging the fight without Roar. He doesn't have Roar active. That's a huge disadvantage. Demon Hunter dropping almost right away. Invoke Potion last second keeps him alive. LawLiet has so many more Bears coming in from the main. LawLiet is also missing a bit of Roar himself here. There we go. Now, Mark of the Claw, Roar used. And that's game. Life has to tap out. GG.
Damn, LawLiet is back in the round of 8, winning this 2-0 over Life. Life ends here, one might say. The Zeppelin drops, man. His kryptonite. He wasn't ready for that. Mechanically and in the fights, looked kind of even in these exchanges. But also when there was like a normal bear front, and I think the concaves for LawLiet were a tiny bit better. And very, very high level Night Elf Mirror, these little nuances made the difference. LawLiet joins Happy, Focus, Colorful, Soen, Chemico, and Hawk as the second Night Elf of the pack.
Yes, sir. And LawLiet looking good here. I would say a solid Night Elf Mirror that LawLiet looked very strong in here with a couple of tricks. The classic LawLiet tricks, especially with the Zeppelin drops. LawLiet is so strong. Has really figured out that nuance very well. This is something that Life still has to adapt to, this new school way.
Indeed. This is, of course, the celebration of the W3Champions system, platform, server, project. And we are very, very thankful for everything these guys do and did over the past couple of years. First, establishing this product and maintaining the status of this product and always improving it as well. And especially the jump from season 10 to 11 is quite a big improvement. Updated maps, updated map pools, Flow TV as an observer function for these games, Banjo Ball ladder, random hero ladder. If the community wants something, W3Champions is listening. And if you want to be part of that amazing team, if you want to be in one internal Discord server with the legends that are Abeninsky or Fluxu or Cephid or Miyagi, all like the Mount Rushmore of Warcraft server platform administration and development, just sign up, reach out to them. We are always looking to improve this one. And I want to see automated tournaments. I want to see achievements. I want to see just more features. If you think the homepage is missing some statistics or some features, you can reach out to them as well. If the stack, as it's called, contains of C#/.NET, TypeScript, jQuery, Rust, Node, Express, Vue.js, and Python. If you're able to code one of these languages and got some time to your hands or the desire to make the Warcraft 3 community even better, reach out on their Discord to Cephid or one of the other admins that is online will then be forwarded, and you can be part of this amazing, amazing team. If you think I can't code or I'm not a team guy myself, but I want to help, I want to contribute, I want to do something, then reach out to their homepage because, hey, homepage. There we go. On the homepage, you can support them financially. This is where you find the Discord that we are talking about. This is also where you can reach out on social media to just give them a thank you. That can help already. That can motivate already. Let the people know how thankful you are for what they built in the past couple of years. Or if you're more of a person that lets money speak instead of words, there's a Patreon. There's a PayPal. You can throw them your Bitcoins, your Ethereum, your Litecoins, or if you're on the Chinese side of things, Alipay and WeChat. Much, much, much appreciated.
Hells yeah. Our first 2 games are in the books for the day. We have 2 more. We have 1 more slot, Neo, to be given away for the top 8. Chimiko, Hawk, and LawLiet have claimed 3 of the 4 slots from the play-ins. We have 1 more to be given away. That's going to be happening with the last 2 matches of the day. Kao, Sway, and Sock are for that 1 position. We may wait a little bit for our next game to be starting, because Kaho against 15 Sway, our next match, may need to wait a little bit because Kaho is still playing in a different tournament as well. He's right now playing in the Dobie Cup against Remind. So we may have to bridge some time in a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna keep you guys updated.
It's also, of course, more time for Carson to maybe eventually wake up from his little Cinderella sleep and join us. And it's, of course, more time. There is a 1-0 score, by the way, already, so we're getting closer. Kahu is leading in Night Elf Mirror against Remind, which is quite impressive if you ask me. But of course, this is also the time for the community to chip in to this tournament. With every single game, we're getting closer and closer to the $4,000. That would be quite an amazing sign prior to the playoff weekend to reach that big 4K. We are $56 away as you guys are buying profile pictures like crazy. Thank you, Tomek, for buying an Undead profile picture, for buying a War3Champions profile picture, and the coupons. There's still 2 coupons. Use it all. Give us a little donation. Chip in if you can. Buy these wonderful profile pictures. We will assign them after the cast every day as quickly as possible. And you should really get those because they're really, really, really beautiful. Shout out Riptide for creating these every single time for the War3Champions finals. I myself am a vivid collector of them. I got them all. But I understand that not everybody can be as cool as I am. I also had a full edition of the Pokemon trading cards season 1. But yeah, maybe you can try to catch up if you're an undead, an orc, a night elf, a human, or if you just want to show your support for War3Champions and or back to Warcraft. Just $56 away. Go grab them. We take a little break, refill the coffee, and set up our match. It's time for the next decision of the day. Who is the last player to make it into the top 8? It's between Cow, 15 Sway, and Sock. We don't really know what 15 Sway will play. There is a chance he's gonna go Night Elf. There is a chance he's playing Human. It's a little bit up in the air. We'll tell you everything in a bit.